So, what else can we do at Petersfield? Why else was Petersfield famous? Well, if I asked you who made the first construction brick like this, just like these, first construction brick, looking like that, you might say a certain company's name. Now, if I tell you that the very first company who invented these bricks were Kiddicraft in London, closely followed by a company called Primo Rubber, and they were called mini bricks, and they were made in Petersfield in Hampshire. And our other people, loads of other people made them since, of course one very successfully, but these were the very first. So I was challenged at a dinner party to invent something within 24 hours. Could I do it? And I've never done it before. So here's a top tip for everybody. If you want to be an inventor, and I'm more than happy to talk to you if you ever want to talk to me on how to do it and so on, and I've already told you, make a prototype. Number one, make a prototype. But could I invent something to order? So I picked up a mail order catalogue, and I thought I'd do what they call adding robbery to ingenuity, or adding ingenuity to robbery, i.e. give somebody a radio, give somebody a clock, and that inventor might then give you a clock radio. So we're adding two ideas together. So I thought, well, I could do that in 24 hours, see if I can add A to C or something like that and see what we get. Flicked through the mail order catalogue, and the biggest section there was toys, and I flicked through toys. What could I do? Then I got to my heroes of all time, Lego. Got to that section, and what a company, what a lovely people, and look how they dominate a category in the toy business, and this is construction, and they are the best ever. So I quickly flicked past Lego and thought, well, I can't improve on Lego, and I went on to other things. But a penny sort of dropped, and I remember, how would I join this brick to that brick? How can I do that? I'd need a third brick to go on top. Isn't that the case? There's one brick, there's another brick, and there's the joint, so you put another brick on top. So I came up with a system where I could sideways join. And this little system here has got fantastic 12 little connectors in that connector, 12 little veins, and I can put one sideways, excuse me, on top of that, and then the biggest thing of all, I could introduce an equilateral triangle. Well, what does an equilateral triangle do? For a start, no other construction system that has this type of construction can actually have an equilateral triangle. If you don't believe me, go and try and find one. You won't find it. Once we've got a triangle, we could then do anything. It's a completely modular system. So this triangle here is the same length, as you can see, as that square. And if we make them into cubes, which we will do in a minute, then you'll see that these can actually turn direction, and the construction system can go any which way. Now, 6 triangles, as you probably know, is called a hexagon, and that's where 6 triangles were, and that wheel is the shape, same size as 6 triangles, so it goes in there. If you don't believe me on anything I say, tell me where any construction system using 3 pieces can do that. Now that's not me being super clever. Lots of people are behind making these models, and very clever people. But that little fella there, that was made by a 13-year-old boy, and he said to me once, wow, I didn't know it could do that. And I said to him, I didn't know it could do it either. So it just shows you, out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, there we have something special.